But I think the bigger storyline, honestly, is I mean, I know it was a big game and all, but I was at the bar and I look up at the TV and I just see chaos going on, and I freaked out. I was like, again? But
Again, man.
we just got to go right into the chicken protests. I think we got to rate this along with the other three that happened before this, because there's one of them that the attempt got swallowed up by security in full. Did you hear about that in game three?
No, I did not hear
They
about
stopped
that.
one before it even happened.
Really? Okay, so that one's last, obviously,
That
because
one's
the plan
definitely
wasn't.
last, but yeah, I think we
But
should get
no,
in.
I actually loved this chicken protest just for the fact that you could tell it was a two-pronged attack. They got seats right next to where Glenn Taylor was sitting. Inside info, obviously, because you have no clue that Glenn's going to be sitting in those seats.
Right. Well, he might sit there every game.
Security guard made the greatest read of all time. He was just sitting. So apparently he knew that that woman was a protester, so he was just waiting for her to do something. But he got to her so fast on the court that the game went on for like 5 seconds because no one even noticed. He swallowed it up so fast.
It was his name's Pierre, if I'm not mistaken, but it was one of the best performances of all time. It might have been the play of the game was how quickly he swallowed that up and dragged her off the court like she was.
So, and the other one, like you got to give credit for the other one too, because the other one went straight for Glenn and they got her before she could even get to the first row.
What was she trying? What were they trying to do? Were they trying to hurt him or
the first one was wearing a referee jersey under? Don't know why.
So
second
yeah, that's
second one. I have no clue. I don't know.
Was she filming? Because she was doing something with her hands. I thought maybe she was filming. It was really.
This one was exciting. This one was exciting.
It was exciting because it happened right out, and Bally Sports showed all the replays. Because usually when there's a streaker and stuff, they cut off of it and try not to promote that stuff. But Bally Sports kept it on. Props to Bally Sports. Dave Benz, Jim Pete, they talked about it. They were disgusted. They were disgusted.
Dude, Jim Pete was having it.
He said not a single animal rights person stands up for this crap. He said this, putting everyone in danger. He was disappointed. I hope they hear him say that. But
all right. So I'll give you my rankings first here. So I'd have to go, obviously, the one that didn't succeed in game 3 last.
Yeah.
I thought, for the mere fact that I wish this could be higher, but Glue Girl obviously like became the meme, but it wasn't the most exciting one to me. Plus, we were at that game too, so I didn't get to really see it happen. I thought the two best ones though were the most recent one with the girls running. The girl ran on the court, just gets obliterated by the security guard. That was the most exciting one.
Right.
The most well executed one though was the Chain Girl. Like Chain Girl executed to perfection.
Yeah, I would say execution wise, Glue Girl and Chain Girl are on a different level. This one, they got the attention, but I feel like
the fireworks.
There was no storyline. There was no motive. Like she had a ref jersey on. What was she planning to do on that? And I was also the timing of it. It was horrible. So a game, I like to see a game. There's a lot of highs and lows, climaxes and low maxes. I don't know if that's the word to use. Is that the opposite of a climax?
I don't think a low max is a word, but
I'm going to make it a word. So like usually, and we know this when we're streaming games too, is the viewers usually peak right at the end of the first half. We usually get the high viewers, and then during halftime they dip, and then for most of the beginning of the third quarter they are still down because whenever you're like, hey, all right, I'm going to go do this during halftime, you're always going to be maybe a little late coming back to halftime. So I'd say the timing of when they did that was honestly the worst possible time. They did it right at the start of the third quarter. Like there's still people coming back from the bathrooms, and it was just poorly executed timing. When if they would have waited until the fourth quarter to do that, you know how much more crazy that would have been. Like they really, really blew it there. That was horrible.
Yeah, no, it was a good protest.
No, it was horrible.
I mean, a badly executed protest for the TV ratings. Just fire. Because it was cool because it was on that side of the court too. You saw everything unfold. Yeah. Like the girl runs out of the court, just gets lit up by the security guard. But yeah, it was good. Timber Chickens are still 3-0 during protests.
So I'm
keep them coming.
I'm actually thinking for game 6. So me and Chris now have secured lower level tickets to game 6 after there for sure will be a game 6 now. I'm thinking of making a sign maybe that has Glue Girl. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe 5 by then. So the first one will be Glue Girl, Chain Girl, Ref Girl, and then number 4 with a blank line. What's it going to be? So hold that up
Oh, that'll be fun with a question mark,
with a
maybe.
question mark. What is it? Whatever the Timber Chickens. We need something, but I don't know. I feel like you'd never want them to hurt Glenn Taylor, and that seemed almost like they were trying to hurt Glenn Taylor. That, that's
Yeah, I don't know if they were trying to yell in his face or actually
but
physically
they actually could have
touch him, but
physically hurt him. Like it's kind of scary just to see that someone could get that close to the court and actually maybe do because if they're not going to stop at, they've done so much. What are they going to stop at? What's going to get them the most attention possible? They really feel strongly about these chickens. They could end up really hurting someone, and it could change. It could change the game of basketball forever. We're lucky with the way that because not many sports you get to be right on the players like that. You know what I'm saying?
no, man, it's almost like it could be a connection to like the MLB having to put up nets like
Or
farther down with. Yeah, I mean, like it could be something like that, like less fan access. But
they could
that's the
ruin
best
this
part.
for all of us.
Best part of basketball, man, is being able to be like you are on the playing surface, which is like one of the most unique things about the basketball,
Yeah.
arena.
So yeah, it's funny, like he tackled him, but like that was actually a really scary situation because these people don't give a shit about basketball. They really don't. And like they could actually do something to harm a player. They wouldn't even care. Like as long as they get the clicks, as long as they get the views, that's all they want. And they are really passionate about these chickens' lives. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
no, I
guess
agree.
on a lighter topic about that is I was talking to my roommate about this. And do you think that like the people sitting next to them knew that they were protesters? Is that because so when the second half started, the people that were originally sitting next to them, there's a guy in a green shirt and a guy in a white shirt, I think. They weren't there, and the security guard was in their seat. So were they the whistleblowers that maybe heard them talking about it, told the security guards, and then that the security guard replaced them in their seats? I think that
It's very possible, man.
and
Because
see, and
the
maybe
guards knew though. That's the storyline I saw. Is they knew that they
the
were
guards
protesters.
knew. And so maybe that's what caused the protesters to say, you know what, fuck it. We're just going to run on the court now because they're already on to us. Let's just see what we can do. So maybe they were waiting. Maybe they were going to do a whole referee thing, like a whole skit.
Mhm.
But due to the patrons sitting next to them, they could have saved the
Dude,
whole.
if they would have executed that and like dressed up as a ref and like held a sign up or something, could you imagine? That would have been their best one if they would have executed it
They had
properly.
they had the duct tape number on the back. They bought a referee jersey. I mean, it's just there's a lot of things that a lot of unknown, and I would love to hear what was going to go down there.